Alright, today is the final lesson in this unit. It's solving two-step inequalities, which really is not much more than what we've been doing. Currently we've been doing one-step inequalities, and you've already worked on solving two-step equations, so the same practice is going to work here. The main thing is that you think about order of operations. Whenever you have a two-step inequality, you do actually just want to make sure you do it by reversing the order of operations, okay? Which means that you start with adding, subtracting, and then you move to dividing, multiplying in order to get the variable by itself. Don't forget that when you multiply or divide by a negative number of the inequality, then the direction of the arrow needs to change, okay? So, a couple quick examples here. So we have the first one. We see 4x minus 2 is less than or equal to 18. So the first thing I want to do is I'm going to add 2 to both sides. So we have 4x less than or equal to 18 plus 2 is 20. Now I'm going to do the next step, which is get the variable by itself, divide both sides by 4. So x is less than or equal to 5. Can I graph that? Of course I could. We could have an arrow here. X is less than 5, so here's 0, here's 5. I do a closed circle of 5 and arrow that way because it's going to be less than 5. Okay? Could you check it? Sure. You could put any number you wanted to less than 5. I could put 0 even. Now if I put 0 up here, well, it becomes 4 times 0 is 0, minus 2, I have negative 2. So is negative 2 less than or equal to 18? Yes, it is. So that's how you check it. You just put any number that kind of is in that range and see if it works there. Okay? Let's do a couple more examples real quick, just to make sure we have the right idea as we move forward. So this next one, we have 3x minus 4 equals 17. Okay, so let's see here. Let's get a piece of paper. Draw this for you. So 3x minus 4. So we would take add 4 to both sides, add 4 to this side over here. Let's rewrite it real quick. 3x minus 4 less than 17. So we're going to add 4. Add 4. So 3x is less than or equal to 17 plus 4 is 21. Divide both sides by 3. So x is less than 21. So now to graph it, we're just simply going to go out to 21, which isn't on this little chart here. Oh well. Alright, so we could say, extend it and write 21 and draw a circle there. X is going to be out there. It's fine. Okay, number 2. We have, oh, sorry, I know I forgot. See, sometimes you get in a hurry. Distracted by Starbucks. I didn't do 21 divided by 3. 21 divided by 3 is 7. So x is less than 7. There we go. That makes way more sense. Sorry about that. Number 2, we have negative 2 minus x less than or equal to 3. So first we'll get rid of the integer by adding 2 to both sides. So negative x is less than or equal to 5. Now you might think the x is by itself. Yeah, but I don't want it to be negative, and it's basically a negative 1. So I'm going to multiply it by negative 1. I'm multiplying both sides by negative 1. So negative 1 times a negative 1x equals a positive x. Because I'm multiplying by a negative, I need to change the direction of my arrow there. And then 5 times negative 1 is negative 5. So x is greater than or equal to negative 5. Like so. Okay. Number 3. So go to number 3. We have 12 is less than 2x plus 6. We're going to subtract 6 from both sides. It goes away. 12 minus 6 is 6. It's less than 2x. Divide both sides by 2. 6 divided by 2 is 3. 3 less than x. So x is greater than 3. Just an open circle. Fill in the line. And away we go. Okay. Look at number 4 real quick. Alright. X divided by 2 minus 3 less than or equal to negative 2. So we're going to add 3 to both sides. It goes away. X over 2 less than or equal to. Signs are different. Find the difference. 3 minus 2 is 1. Keep the bigger absolute value as positive. To get the 2x by itself, I'm going to multiply both sides by 2. Just as a regular positive number, so we can leave the arrow the same. So x is going to be less than or equal to. 1 times 2 is 2. So x is less than 2. or equal to 2, and our arrow goes that way. Alright, I'm making my arrows small. A lot of times you'll see them, they go all the way to the end of the number line. It's not a big deal. As long as I have the arrow pointing in the right direction and the circle either filled in or not, I'm going to be in good shape. Alright, that's really it for what you're doing today. You're going to have a lot more like that today for your homework. It looks something like this. Okay, and you're going to work on those odd ones, and that's it. So good luck on the homework. I'll see you for corrections in just a few minutes. Alright, solving inequalities. Here we go. So I'm going to zoom in first of all, get a little closer for you. Negative 4, we're going to subtract 4, subtract 4. So we have 2x there, greater than or equal to 24 minus 4 is 20. Going to divide by a positive 2, so I don't have to change the direction of the arrow. X is now greater than or equal to 20 divided by 2 is 10. Alright, great. Number 3. Number 3, the first thing I'm going to do is, the parentheses are there, so I'm going to leave the parentheses part alone. I'm going to divide both sides by negative 3. So on this side I'm left with p plus 1. I'm divided by a negative, so let's go ahead and change the direction of the arrow. Alright, so there's the equality. 18 divided by 3 is 6. When the signs are the same with division of integers, then it becomes a positive. Negative and negative becomes a positive. So now I'm going to subtract 1, subtract 1, so p is greater than or equal to 6 minus 1, which is 5. Okay, b. Okay, so b, we're going to add 2, in order to get a negative b is greater than 10. But remember, negative b is actually what? It's actually negative 1b. So I'm going to multiply both sides by a negative 1, because negative 1 times negative 1 is positive 1, which makes b nice to work with. Multiplying by a negative, so change the direction of the arrow, and 10 times negative 1 is negative 10. Number 7. What I'm going to go ahead and do is subtract 4 from both sides. It goes away. So n over 3 is less than 6 minus 4 is 2. Now I'm going to multiply both sides by 3, so I have 3 reduced there to 1, and keep the arrow the same, we can work with a positive number. 2 times 3 is 6. Alright, number 9. Let's go ahead and start by subtracting 7 from both sides. That goes away. So I have negative 7x is less than or equal to, in this case, the signs are the same, so we find the sum and keep the sign the same, right? So 56 plus 7 is negative 63. Now we'll divide by negative 7 on both sides, which leaves the x on this side. Change the order of the arrow because we divided by negative. 63 divided by 7 is 9. Negative divided by negative is a positive. So we have x is greater than or equal to 9. Our last one, we're going to add 4. Add 4. So that goes away. So negative 11x is going to be greater than negative 15 and 4. The signs are different. We find the difference and keep the greater absolute value, which is negative. Now I'm going to divide both sides by negative 11. Divide by negative 11. X divided by negative, change the order of the arrow, is less than 11 divided by 11 is 1. Negative divided by negative is positive, so leave it as x is less than 1. Alright, I think that is it for the day. Double check here. Oh, it actually said to do all of them. Oh boy, I should have checked that. So let's do a few more solutions. Actually, I'm going to pause there because it's just going to be silly. So, hopefully you did a good job, got the idea. That's it for today. We'll see you next time.